Hello everyone, my name is Christopher Brian Aparicio Garcia. I'm a civil engineering student at the Technological. Today I'm going to talk about a fundamental part of a personal growth. It's about regrets. These moments are essentially of our personal turning points, part of our journey through the rites of passage. When we talk about regrets, we're really talking about what we should have done or shouldn't have done. My goal today is to share two life family or family or life regrets and two school regrets. In each case, I'll explore the hypothetical outcomes using if I had, if we'll have structures, and I hope you find the lessons I learned from these events insightful. Well, so we can continue. Let's begin with my personal and family regrets. My first regret relates to being argumentative with my younger brother. A couple of years ago, I often acted with a short fuse when we disagreed about responsibilities or anything, making small issues into a big fights. Well, looking back, I was quite immature. I realize now if I should have been less selfish and much more dependable when he needed my help. My priority should have been supporting him and not fight him or argumentative with him. If I had listened to his concerns with a little more maturity, I would have avoided a long period of tension. It's clear that if I had been more patient, we wouldn't have argued over such minor things, and I could have avoided many fights. My second regrets involves financial decisions, specifically when I earned my first paycheck. I remember it was my first job. I was job in a fabric in a yes. It was I'm too naive with the money. At the moment I got my first consistent salary, I spent it on unnecessary things like cars, RC cars, and anything. I shouldn't have been so carefree about my future. I should have taken out a saving plan instead of buying gadgets. As soon as I ran out of the money, I started to feel the pressure, and with that money, I could buy many tools like drill and anything, because in my career that is so useful. But now, with my first paycheck, only I bought things with no importance. If I had wasted my initial earnings, I could have been more pragmatic and I invested in my civil engineering equipment. If I had been more wise, I would have borrowed money later. The lesson is just simple. Learn to take care of yourself and your money. Alright, now let's turn to the academic side and my school regrets, because I have a lot, but I only talk about one. When I first entered the technological Ditsu, I wasn't as ambitious as I am now. I lacked the necessary focus, treating my studies too lightly, and I don't care so much, honestly. I deeply regret not taking advantage of all the opportunities. I should have done an internship when I was in my first or second year or semester. I should have listened to my professors about taking additional courses or for for specialties, because well, all the people or many people thinks I have a lot of time, but when you are on the seventh grade or the seventh semester, you don't have enough time, and the regret is why I didn't take that courses. If I had been more ambitious, I could have gotten better grades, and the higher GPA would have given me a competitive advantage for the others, for the scholarships, and that truly was a missed opportunity, but it could repeat it. It could be repeated. My final regret is about an error I made on a huge class project. This regret is similar to a lot of people probably. During a group project, I carelessly worked on the wrong file late all night and everyone almost sabotaged our entire effort. I was so exhausted and I caused a massive fail deletion. I should have worked. I shouldn't have worked on the file when I was tired. I wish I had been more dependable and I checked everything twice, like now. And I made huge mistakes that required a heartfelt apology to my team because that work is not only for me, it's only for all the team. I remember that 5 persons are too hungry. And I don't know what's supposed to I do, but unfortunately for opportunity, my teacher give me a more time for that mistake. It was so helpful because without that work, I never get past the subject. If I had been so rushed, I wouldn't have lost my part of the documents. More importantly, I could have learned the importance of the structured teamwork without the stress of an emergency fix. It was a failure in being sophisticated about my work process. Well, the errors, these 4 regrets have taught me valuably lessons to I carry into my future as a civil engineer. That mistakes is not to feel defeated. Then you can grab it and shake it all in your head, and you can be more. You can be better, and you have more valuable lessons, and it can help you. Well, the mistakes that I share, being argumentative, carefree, and less than ambitious, have all been turning points. They forced me to become more pragmatic and wise. And right now, my favorite word is pragmatic. I love this word. I realized that an apology it's not enough. Change is required. You don't need to say a lot of things if you don't change. I want to ensure my actions reflect this maturity, and as soon as I see the problem now, I try to fix. And every civil engineering and other person in general, the projects require a dependable and sophisticated approach. These regrets have taught me how to manage risk, time, and people. I know, understand that success comes from learning when you should have done something differently. Not exactly the same, but all the things are learning for the long of this life, for the whole life. Every day we can learn something. Thank you for saying that. Well, thank you for your time. I hope my reflection on my biggest regrets has shown you the value of learning from the past to build a better future. It's not a mistake, it's an opportunity to learn.